Hello and welcome to another episode of 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐧𝐜 Designer Interviews, wherein we feature local talents, local graphic designers, so that you, as the viewer, can learn a thing or two about starting your own career or even being inspired of what they do. So for today's episode, we will be having another local talent. She's very young, but she's very talented. Her name is Kitty Jardenil, so I'll be calling her in a few. All right, so hello, Kitty. So I've always wanted to say that.
Hi.
I've always wanted to say that, especially when I saw your
Well,
name. I saw your name. I said I wanted to interview this person, and I wanted to say hello, Kitty. So, welcome to ISO Social Distancing Designer Interviews. I know it's a long title, so that it's just a fun. So, welcome to this show.
smart fun. Yeah.
Well, I hope.
Yeah, thanks for having me so much. When Dustin reached out, I was like really I was wondering why me, like of all people, like medyo, I'm not really qualified, like I'm still in school, I haven't had much experience, pero, let's have fun with this, yeah? Let's go.
Actually, when you say you're not qualified, I'll be asking something about that later. But first,
Okay.
can I ask for you to introduce yourself, like a short introduction of who you are and what
Yeah,
you
of
do?
course. Of course. So I'm Kitty Jardenil. I'm currently a junior MMA student, that's multimedia arts in the SAW College of St. Benilde. And on the side, I'm also a creative director of Benilde and Press Corps. I also do personal projects and freelance work, and I'm sort of like really busy with life then. Pero I try to manage because I really love doing what I do. And I love to inspire and, show people that no matter where you are in life, whether you're a student, you're young, you're old, you're busy, you can really do something if you really love what you do. So I hope at some point people will see that, Ren. So yeah, that's me.
Actually, actually, that's the thing that really caught my eye with your profile because as young as you are, you already I saw your portfolio. So as young as you are, you already have a niche in what you do, and you already decided. So my question is, how did you decide on lettering? And can you tell us how did you start?
So basically, back then, that was around 2015. Can you believe I was 15 then? 15 or 14.
You are very young.
Parang lettering, yeah, I know. I was in like, I think junior high school. No, sorry, not junior high school. I think freshman. Lettering was a little not known then. And back then, what was like parang booming a little bit, it was starting to booming pa lang there, sorry. If you guys know Type Kita, it's a type exhibit by Pop Junk Love, I think. Sila Roma and Maan Agsalud. They started the type exhibit, and that's when I think the ball started rolling in the type community. I was very young then. I didn't know what to do. Actually, before that, I was also like a writer. Like before this whole lettering shenanigans, I was like a writer because I loved reading books like yung mga Percy Jackson, Hunger Games, mga ganon. I was really into those. So I told myself, I really want to be a writer when I grew up. Like I told myself, that's it. That's what I'm gonna do. And then nung high school, freshman year or sophomore year, there was like a lettering workshop. Calligraphy pala. Watercolor calligraphy workshop in my high school school fair. And at first, I didn't want to join because I told myself, I'm not good naman in like lettering or typography or whatever. Like I wasn't into arts that much. Pero I joined because my friends really like pushed me like, hey, we're gonna have fun naman, let's just go and try it out. So I tried it out and I really had fun. And I knew it was sort of the parang middle ground of of writing and visual arts. And visual arts, when I was young, I was like, my parents pushed me to join those summer art workshops. Like they would buy me lots of mga coloring materials, mga glitter, mga glue, mga construction paper. So I was like really busy with arts when I was young. So if you see the faces of my life, I was like a crafter. Like I was this kid who loved to make and draw. And then slowly I became a writer. I was like, oh, I want to make people cry. I want to make like lots of really notable characters. And then I joined this really cool niche workshop. And I knew na parang that's like the middle ground of those two phases of my life. And I really wasn't doing it for the clout or for like, oh, check out what I can do, yung ganon. Parang I just knew it was something my passion would lie because yeah, my different phases in life. So because of that, I really submerged myself in like the community. Like yun nga, I joined the Type Kita exhibit. I mean, not part, pero I visited and looked at the different arts, and I was really like, wow, this is really something that I could be part of. And there, I met I saw the works of like 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐿, June Digan, Abby C, and I was really like, wow, like this is like something that could really boom eventually, and I could like be a part of this community talaga. And from there, I just joined lots of bazaars. I joined lots of workshops, like yung mga free lang kasi I didn't have money back then, and yung mga exhibits and stuff. And then, the ball just kept rolling, and eventually, like, after practicing, after homework, my friends would like reach out to me and they would always ask me like, oh Kitty, can you write my name? Oh Kitty, can you do like the promposal poster for my for prom, ganon. So it really became my thing. Like I was known as the calligraphy girl in school. Pero lettering really became, even though I'm a lettering person, not really calligraphy. People called me the calligraphy girl kasi people would blur the lines. Pero I was known as someone who was really the person who do the letters sa mga projects, ganon. And it just kept rolling. I got clients, they got bigger, and then here I am today.
A good question to that is kasi so you decided. So I think one of the key points in life, and that's what I've been telling the people, is when you decide on having this niche. So you of course created your projects and all, pero question is, how did you even start having paid work? Then, kasi I saw your portfolio, you have a good set of clients. So how were you able to,
Thank you
you
so
know,
much.
that's at that age, it's hard for, I think for, I could say. So how were you able to do that?
Well, how would I say this? Parang, yun nga, nung high school, people would ask me a lot to like do, it really started with my friends, like my circle of friends. Like they would reach out and say, Kitty, my mom needs like a simple logo for her new business, like baking business. Or Kitty, I need like a design for my like stickers, like label stickers for my stuff. Like, could you make me some? So it really started from there. Like from my friends to my family, and then it reached out. Like really, the thing I did talaga that people sometimes miss to do is they forget to post their works because they're shy. Pero me, parang I thought na I think it would be nice if I posted my works para like at some point in the future I can see my progress. So I would keep posting, I would tag different accounts like, hey, look at my artworks. And from there, it just kept rolling until I started like building some kind of network. Like right now, it's not like super like big yet because I'm still a student, I guess. Pero it's really like a bunch of small things. Like I started posting my works. I started reaching out to like friends and family. Like, hey, do you need some lettering stuff, like murals and ganon. And then I started joining like events, like Graphica Manila is like a big thing. Yung mga Type Kita, it had like a second or third exhibit, I think. And then it just accumulated to like a whole experience of how I am today. Like eventually, I guess people started noticing the networking, the joining of stuff, also the online networking. Online networking is also important. Like I would always follow these people that I know would help influence my work in some way. So it's like building not just like a portfolio, building not just like like improving your talent, but it's also the people skills that you can do. Sometimes I get shy, like reaching out, like, oh my God, hi, I'm like a big fan, ganon. And for me, it's okay to be shy, pero you really have to push yourself out of that shell to really reach out to people and like say, hey, I love your work. Maybe we could interact and like be friends. And then eventually, friendships bloomed. I met like even mentors. Like I would reach out for projects like, hey, I need help with this. So parang it's really an experience of building a community, not only around me, but also building a community with like other people. That makes sense? It's like interconnected talaga.
That is very nice. So that's very nice to hear because networking is actually a skill. Yes, you need to have the skills in terms of designing, but at the same time, kasi parang ako, I have clients. So yeah, I have clients who I
Yeah.
design for, and then when they ask me how do I get clients, it's more of I think networking. Sometimes I'm not even the best
Yeah.
person. I'm not. I always say I'm not the best designer you can get there, but I can be easy to work with. And sometimes they go with it.
Yeah,
Parang
that's true. Yeah.
that's I think that's a secret sauce in kasi you have a big following.
Yeah.
So I was surprised with the works that you do at a very young age. So I'm really excited to what you can still do in the future. Diba?
Thank
Hopefully to
you
see
so
you in
much.
Graphica Manila, no?
Oh my, no naman. Oh my God, no. I don't think. I don't know.
No, it's don't ever say that it won't happen because a lot of things in life happen because like what you're doing right now, it happened because you committed. So and it will just roll on to these things that parang, I never thought. So I'm really excited to what you can still do in the future.
Thank you so much.
So
Thank you
yun, so
so much.
yun siya eh. So another question with that is, can you give
Mm-hmm.
us like some like who are your mentors? Who do you look up to when it comes to style?
Yeah, sure. So of course, like when you grow successful or like when you when your career is like growing, you're not alone in that space. So I have like lots of people to thank for. Growing up, like since high school, I grew a relationship with ABC. When your success starts growing or like your career starts growing, you're never alone in that space. So parang you really have to reach out to people and say thank you for how they helped you. And when I was like growing, like when I was still a puberty pa, like young, yung freshman year ko, freshman, sophomore, ganon. I really reached out to lots of people. The one of the key people in my career I would say is Abby C, because I grew a relationship with her. Parang she's my mentor and my ate. And she's really good with her marketing skills. Like the way she like shares her art, the way she grew her following, like out of wow. Parang I really looked up to her. I still do. And whenever I have questions about, oh, how should I price this? How should I like reach out to this person or client? I always go to her first because parang ang dami na ng experience, like locally and internationally. I also look up to Jelvin Basse. He has like a really wide range and he knows lots of things. And the fact that he collaborated with Chris Do was like a really big thing. Like we had a meeting once. Like I asked Jelvin, how can you help me out with like what I can do with my like Instagram? Like how can I grow my business? Ganon. And he really gave me good tips. He helped me lay down my goals, and though I'm very thankful for that, I'm so busy with school I can't even like make smaller goals to those big goals. So thank you, Jelvin, pero I'll fix myself soon. I also look up to so much other type people, lettering people. I look up to Patrick Cabral, Carl Chua, John Ed, June Digan, who else? Ella Lama, Jelly Balcruz. Like these people are like, they're not like just like people I look up to now. They're sort of like my friends, right? Like when I see them in Graphica, they're like, oh, hey Kitty, what's up? And it's really touching because I used to be that awkward girl who'd say, "Hi, I love your work. Can you please like write my name?" Ganon. Pero now it's a really nice friendship connection level with these people, and they're really down to earth and really nice, and they're willing to help. I also look up to like some of my friends. Like I have a friend, Ivy Verses. She's like really into this also. Like her clients are like international na rin, and she makes comics and stuff. She's my art director in Benilde and Press Corps, so she's like within reach lang. And then I also look up to like my friends pag may personal like from an outsider's point of view, like I have best friends like, hey, should I like do this project, should I like do something ganon. And then I also have like a really close friend na parang she helps me with she's like my manager na rin. Like she helps me decide should I push through with this. So all of these people really they helped me grow to be who I am. Oh, my super number one mentor in my life is my dad. Because really parang it really started with him because he really pushed me to join those art workshops, and then parang he loves art rin. Like right before he would buy paintings and stuff, and like our house would like be filled with these really nice paintings. And I guess subconsciously parang my how do I say this, my passion grew out of that kasi I'd see it every day, it's there on the wall. And then I also really appreciate how kahit businessman siya, parang recently kasi he graduated also from interior design. So for the past 25 years, he has a business. We own like Universidad. It's like it's a business where collegiate wear, yeah. So parang ganon. And then growing up, I would see the shirt designs. I would see like how the artists would like make like yung mga designs ng jackets from there. And then yon, as I said, he graduated recently from Philippine School of Interior Design, and he hasn't taken the board because wala pa yung board. So ganon. And then right now, aside from his business, aside from his interior design stuff, he's also painting. Like he's starting to paint because he told me na parang back then he just ogle at the paintings and really appreciate them. But now he wants to express himself na rin. So you can see that he's a juggler talaga with life, and somehow I guess I got that rin from him. Like I want to prove myself that I can do lots of things at once and I can do them like really well. So my number one mentor influence is my dad. So thanks, Dad, if you're watching this.
Okay, so I don't want to really take much of your time. So ngayon pa lang, I'm just
No, it's
thanking
okay.
you.
I mean, yeah.
I'm
Thank
thanking
you.
you for a lot of the good insights. Especially, I really believe that this would help student designers or
Yes.
even
Yes.
people who are thinking about starting their own career in design. So, as last question, can you give us at least 3 tips on how do you start your career, even as a student designer or an aspiring designer? How do you start your hustle? In 3 tips.
The biggest thing talaga, the first thing is to really find the passion that you love to do. And if you're just in that stage, you don't have to monetize it right away. You can build on it first. You can practice. You can absorb all the different possible art that you love. Doesn't have to be like lettering forever only. Like you can watch movies, you can watch shows, you can get into like design, you can get into yung mga cartoons. It's really like parang it's really your passion is really just the parang accumulation of everything that's influenced you in your life. So one tip is to really find what you love to do. Don't just do it for clout. Don't just do it because everyone's doing it. It's really finding that one thing you're ready to wake up to, and it's really honing that skill. So practice all the time, even if you're like just a kid right now, or you're like at medyo old, like like an adult-ish, like my dad. For example, my dad, he just started painting now, but he's like 47, 48. So it's really just whatever point in time you are, you just really have to push doing that thing. Second one, after you've found that passion of yours, you really have to get out of your shell. Like, you can't just sit down on your table, draw every day, and not reach out to people about what you do, because there's always a community there, whether it's just a small tight knit community na super niche, or like sobrang big na, like a design community. There's always a community right out there for you, and you really just have to reach out, meet people, look for mentors, look for friends, because um really gonna help you grow. Like, you can't do everything alone. You're gonna meet lots of people talaga, and it's really integral to like sustaining your passion. Now, if you're ready to like commit, like if you're like, I know this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life, I think you should also learn to say no at some times. Like, example, like me, I'm juggling a lot of stuff. So there are times where I had to say no to projects, even though I have like school. So parang it's really knowing what you can do as a human being. Like, we're not superhumans. Like, we don't have 10 arms, you know. So you really have to decide like smart decisions, like ask mentors, ask friends for help if you need to, if you should push further with what you're doing. And is that my last tip? Yeah. And last, I think, is, I don't know, is the fourth tip or third tip. Last thing I can give, fourth. Okay, thank you for giving me an extra one. Fourth is really just have fun. Like my dad always tells me, have fun with everything you do. If you're not having fun, it's like a burden, you take a break. Maybe go to other things, so that that passion of yours, it's not gonna die. It's not gonna die. It's just gonna rest. So if you try other things, like something very far from lettering or design, like, I don't know, cooking or dancing, the passion there in the side is just sleeping. And then when you're ready, you can wake it up and start again. It's really a cycle of like learning when to rest and when to go. And I am kind of guilty for not resting sometimes. Pero I'm trying to be kinder to myself by, just going and going. Because eventually in the future, people will really see how hard you work, no matter if that was 10 years, 20 years. So might as well rest in between, diba? So parang take care of yourself, be kinder to yourself, and know when to do things and not do things. And it's really just, living life, basically.
Wow. I mean, that I can really see that you're mature beyond your age. I mean, you're very young, but you really have matured because of uh, experience and even mentors. So I think that really was a key to what you're doing right now. So mentors.
I
So yeah,
yeah.
I'm
I
very happy.
I I think one thing that really pushed me to keep going is kasi when I was young, when I was in kinder, there was this like, the graduation ng kids, like they have awards like the Kumon Awards, the English Award, the Math Award, ganon. All of my classmates had awards, like they had like 3 under their belts, something like that. And then when it came to me, I only had 1 award. And it's not math, English, science, whatever. My only award was most persevering. Parang, to me, that was really sad. Like, everyone's smarter than me, everyone's better than me. All I get is most persevering. Pero my parents, like my mom and dad, they're telling me, Kitty, that's the most important award of all. So parang, I don't know, I guess it subconsciously taught me something na parang, whether you're really good at something, or, you're just starting out, or your talent's not really there yet. If you just keep going, it's gonna build. And it's gonna turn into something really satisfying and successful in the future. So it's like a lesson to me on like how I do stuff, Ren.
Oh, so that's your fifth. That's your fifth tip. The
My fifth tip,
persevering.
yeah, it's just persevering.
Grabe.
You have to do.
Grabe. I mean, I really learned a lot from this interview, and I hope the viewers of this video would also learn a lot from you. And because of that, I also place links in this video in the description below. I'll be placing links so that they could see your works, and I'm very much
Oh no!
excited.
Thank you so much.
So,
Thank you,
um,
thank you.
so there. this is where we say goodbye, and I'm very happy, and I'm very, very happy
Thank
and
you so
satisfied.
much.
I have
Yes.
to see
See
you.
you. Yes.
All right,
See
see
you.
you.
And see you all viewers. We will see each other again.
All right,
Yes.
see you.
All right. Thank you so much,
Thank you, thank
Dustin.
you, thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
No,
bye.
thank you. Bye.
Hey, thanks for tuning here at SAW.DESIGN PH, and we hope you enjoyed this episode of iSocial Design. Our goal is telling Philippine graphic design stories. If you'd like more content like this, how about clicking the subscribe button here? I think it's here, so you get more video resources about graphic design. And we're expecting to see you watching again here at SAW.DESIGN PH.